broccoli sausage pasta, and I thought I would show you how I make it. Now I know that Noreen's Kitchen and the Needy Homesteader do this recipe too, but I'm not sure I do it the way they do it, so I thought I would show you how I do it. What you'll need is a pound of sausage, an onion, some chicken stock, 2 to 3 cups, a pound of penne pasta, Parmesan cheese, garlic, broccoli florets, and, you know, cutting board and measuring cups and pots and pans. So let's get started. Okay, the first things we want to do is heat up our pan for our sausage, and we also want to get a pot of water boiling for the pasta. So when I have that going, I will bring you back. Okay, my pan is hot enough to start my sausage, and this can be breakfast sausage, it can be turkey sausage. It just needs to be a pound of it. Well, there you go. It just needs to be a pound of it. And I'm not going to break this up too terribly much because I like the chunks of sausage in this, but I am going to make sure that it is completely done. So I'm going to turn this back a little bit because it is cast iron. And I'm going to break this down a little bit more and get it going. And wait for my water to come to a boil. And when my water is to a boil and my sausage is almost done, I'll bring you back. Okay, my meat is browning off and my water's come to a boil, so I do salt my water. You don't have to, it's completely optional. So I'm gonna get the pasta in and bring you back when I'm ready to slice up the onion. Okay. The way I slice the onion for this is I slice it extremely thin because I don't want it to take too long to cook. And I just cut it into little moon shapes, or half moon shapes, I should say. If I wanted to get fancy, I guess I could look up the word. I think it's mezzaluna. I don't know. I also could be making that up. I'm probably making that up, actually. The skin off of here. And just cut it into thin pieces. This really should be like a background accent kind of a flavor. And I've explained before, I love the taste of onion. So that's why I add it to just about everything. I don't know why I'm struggling to cut this onion today. I might need my knife sharpened. But anyways, I just kind of stack it up and give it a slice. And separate the rings out. When my sausage is done and ready to drain, what I'll do is I'll put this onion in that pan and get them to soften it up. So when I'm ready for that, I'll bring you back. Okay, the more I look at this sausage, the more I don't think I need to drain it. So I'm not going to. And my noodles are still doing their thing. But I am going to go ahead and add the onion so it can start. And once I get the onion a little bit along the way, I will add the garlic to it because I just don't want it to burn, the garlic. Also, go ahead and heat up your chicken stock, or mine was bouillon cubes. So go ahead and heat that up and get that warm. And the noodles you want to cook just shy of al dente because we are going to cook them some more in this pan. So when I'm ready to add my garlic and my broccoli, I'll bring it back. Okay, my onions are softening up nicely, so I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic. It calls for 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. Garlic's a personal preference. Add as much as you want, or skip it if you don't like it. Give this a few minutes. Not a few minutes. Let's get this moving around in the pan. I'm stirring up my pasta. Like I said, we want that pasta shy of al dente because it is going to cook in the pan. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add my broccoli. Broccoli is a preference. Add as much as you want or as little as you want. This was just frozen, so I'm going to go ahead and add it right now so it has a chance to cook. And if you notice, I didn't add any salt or pepper or house seasoning because I'm not sure how salty this is going to wind up being, so I'm holding off on that. But I did salt the noodles because I do believe they need it. So give this broccoli a few minutes. Give my noodles a little bit longer. And when I'm ready to add the chicken stock, I'll bring it back. Okay, I went ahead and added about a cup of my chicken stock. This can be a cup of the noodle boiling liquid, or it can be chicken stock. I like the flavor of the chicken stock, that's why I chose to use it. We want to go ahead and bring this up to a bubble. That way when the noodles are introduced into the pan with the broccoli and the sausage, it won't take too long for it to soak up the flavor of it. So when I'm ready to add the noodles, I'll bring you back. Okay, the noodles are almost al dente, so I'm going to go ahead and take them off and drain them. And then I will add them to the pan and I'll bring you back when I'm there. Okay, the noodles are drained and I'm ready to add them to the pan. As you can see, you will need quite a big pan for this. So what we're going to do now is just kind of mix it up. And if you can hear my Boston Terrier snoring, he's right here beside Mama. We're going to mix this up. And, oops. Let these noodles soak up some more of the cooking liquid in here. And we will add our cheese in just a little bit. I'm trying to see if I think I need any more chicken stock in there. I'm gonna go ahead and let this go for about 10 minutes. And we'll check it again before we add the cheese to see if it needs any more stock. So I'll bring it back in 10 minutes. Okay, I've let this cook for about 10 minutes and I am gonna go ahead and add the rest of this stock because I need it to be a little more liquid when I add this cheese. Oops, it's messy. Just add it back to the pan. So it's supposed to have 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. I start off just shy of that and I slowly work it in because I wanted to make a sauce. Don't turn your heat down just yet. Because the amount this makes, I mean, you guys work this Parmesan in slowly. It will take the whole 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan. And I will, I'll taste it after I get all the Parmesan in it to see if I think it needs any salt or pepper. So let's add a little bit more. Make sure it all gets coated with a little bit of that cheese. And when you serve it, you want to make sure you get some of the liquid at the bottom. So I'm going to call this good, and when we get back, when I get it in the bowl, I'll bring you back. Okay, there it is. Broccoli sausage pasta. And I usually like to serve this with some kind of a salad. I hope you enjoy.